Liberia, are you ready for the real conversation? From breaking headlines to community voices, from politics and entertainment to youth empowerment and national development. This is Real Talk Liberia, a platform where truth meets the people. Real stories, real issues, real solutions. Hosted with passion, professionalism, and purpose. Keeping Liberians informed, inspired, and connected every week. Your voice, your story, your nation. Follow us on Image TV, Real Talk Liberia. Talking Liberia, the real way. And I tell you, yes, indeed, talking Liberia the real way. And so, wherever you are, however you find us live, this is how I would like to welcome you to another splendid edition of the program Real Talk Liberia. Are you ready for the real conversation? This program promises to be great with a lot of interesting topic that we are going to be taking a look at, ranging from politics to human rights stories that are happening, and also going to a lot of social discussion. For one fact is that today is Friday, and this is the beginning of the weekend, and there are a lot of interesting things that we are going to be talking about. So if you are just joining us, this is how I would like to say a pleasant welcome to you wherever you are, however you join us. I just hope that you are good in health and with a sound mind and thinking about doing something positive that will benefit you or the nation Liberia at large. For this too is Mama Liberia, and all we need are positive thinkers, people with positive thinking that can move our nation forward. Because believe me, if you cannot move the institution forward, it means that we all will not move forward. So I'd like to say a pleasant welcome to you. Stay tuned, don't you go away, and let's have ourselves a wonderful time on this program. Let's take a break. And after that, we will be back. And I have an interesting colleague here with me, my own big bro, my senior man. We have worked together for so many years in so many institutions. And we are here today on this edition of the program, We Are Talk Liberia. Let's take this break to be right back. A platform where truth meets the people. Real stories, real issues, real solutions. Hosted with passion, professionalism, and purpose. Keeping Liberians informed, inspired, and connected every week. Your voice, your story, your nation. Follow us on Image TV, Real Talk Liberia. Talking Liberia, the real way. Alrighty, so A pleasant welcome back to the program Real Talk Liberia with me, David Siwadu, and I have my colleague and my big bro, uh, Christian W. Kennedy here with me, who's going to be introducing himself. Good afternoon and welcome.
Well, let me say good afternoon to you, Mr. Siwalu, and good afternoon to our many viewers that are following us along social media. I want to say the Blue app. It's a pleasure for being here. First time.
Yes, indeed, the first time being here. This is Real Talk Liberia, where we talk issues of major concern. And as I said earlier, today is Friday, and we are going to be more social. When I talk about social, we are going to be throwing some light on the recent issue that occurred in the red light belt,
Yeah.
where a lady was naked, disgraced by some of our young brothers. We are also going to be taking a look at the increase in rape cases in Liberia. And then finally, we will be taking a look at the issue about the dirtiness of this country, Liberia. As we know, a statement was made by the former president in person of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that the country is actually dirty. And a response came from the president in which he said that yes, indeed, I agreed that Liberia is dirty. But if we are talking about dirtiness, you cannot compare the dirtiness of Liberia to the dirtiness of Liberia then,
Yeah.
comparing then and
Then
now.
to now.
And I just want us to take a look at these things and get to know. I mean, these things keeps happening, and what
Mhm.
are some of those solutions? So, what are some of those things we can do as people, as citizens of this great nation, to put a stop, if not even putting a stop, at least to reduce the issue of rape, the issue of people taking matter into their own hands, the issue about the dirtiness of the country. I would like to come in first. The lady previous, then
Yeah.
you can come in. And you know, Liberia is a great country.
Definitely.
Liberia has always been a great country, whether you like it or not. Everywhere the name of Liberia is mentioned,
Yeah.
people recognize this country and they give their respect. And if we, as the citizens of this country, cannot put our feet down and keep the image of this country
Mhm.
and build the integrity, the outside picture
Yeah.
of this nation,
Yeah.
it means that we will have no one to blame but ourselves. And it began with the issue of taking the law into your own hands. Look at what happened in Rede this 15 time.
That was disastrous.
I
Very,
mean,
very disastrous.
unthinkable. Why will a group of guys get themselves together, see a lady walking, no matter how she dressed? You said she dressed indecently, but then you went to the extent of making her up. So who's doing bad? Who's doing better? She has some parts covered, and those parts she have covered, you went there and said
And
we will
remove.
expose it.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? And now the police are going about arresting them, placing them in court, and then sentencing them to jail terms. But then we see some advocates are coming up,
Mhm.
and now they are advocating for their release, simply trying to tell us that, well, they support their actions. giving others that are out there the authority that yes, you can come out and do the same thing again. We will come up and support you. Now, we are not saying that we are in support of indecent dressing. No. But one thing that we want to make clear is that if the person dressed indecently, there are other ways that you can reach out to that person, that you can talk to the person instead of disgracing them, bringing them to public ridicule. And now, that lady has a family. She has a kid. Just imagine what becomes of them right now. What becomes of them? And then people are coming up to support the actions of these guys. Where is Liberia heading? If we cannot keep the image of this country, as I said, definitely Liberia will continue to be at a stage where all international respect, international recognition, we will start to lose it because of our action. Because of our action. There are several things that are happening. And the way that we as Liberians address these things is how people look at us out there. How people look at us out there. There are several other issues that we'll talk about. And the next thing is the issue of rape. Every day we wake up in Liberia now, we hear a kid has been raped somewhere, a lady has been raped somewhere. And this is getting on the increase. And the sad part about it is that people that have been accused of these crimes, of these acts, most of the time are people in higher authority. People that should be coming with respect. People that should come with an image that people will see and have respect for. But well, it is a different thing we are seeing now. And the most disgraceful part is, if they come into this place, there is no action that is being taken against them. They walk free. They move freely. And they even come out on the media and then accept it. Where is this country headed? Where is this country headed? And lastly, issue about the residents of Liberia. Yes, I agree that Liberia is still dirty. Liberia is not clean. Our streets, you walk out there to our villages, there are dirt. But we must admit that progress are being made to reduce these things that are happening. The way we see the various corporations are moving in every county, trying to clean the streets. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, we never used to see that. The way we see people are in the streets, on the various projects, cleaning the streets, in the communities, we never used to see it. So if we are seeing them now, let us appreciate it. Yes, the country is dirty, but efforts are being made to keep the country clean. And who actually did it in this country? If we have to look at that, we the little men, the common men, we are the ones that are directing the country more than anything. We take our dirt from our houses, put them on the streets. We take our dirt from our houses, from our business area, we pack them to the various intersections. Why? Because we do not want to pay fees. They pay 20, they pay 25, they pay $30 per month. We do not want to pay. So we call it disadvantage. We give them the dirt. They go around. Don't pay anywhere in the community. But yet then we come out and say Liberia is dirty. So who's dirty in this country? If actions should be taken now, what do you think will be affected? But yet then we are not seeing it. And if the government come up now and say, well, we are taking action to make this country a better one, a clean one, people will come up again and say, the government is being harsh on the citizens. Government is being harsh on the citizens. So where are we going? Where are we heading? Mr. Kennedy, I think it's over to you. Have your say and then we'll move forward.
Thank you so much, David. I want to say thank you for laying the basis or the premise of our discussion this afternoon on Real Talk Liberia. Firstly, we want to talk about the issue about the violence that occur within the real life belt. Uh, but before I go further, I want to call on the Ministry of Justice and the Liberia National Police and the Queensway City Corporation and all joint security apparatus that a portion of Red Light should host certain figure of our security apparatus within to the Red Light Belt.
Yeah, sure.
Red Light has now become a no-go zone. Red Light, it is said to be a country by itself by some individuals that when certain things going on there at certain time, you better pray the police catch you first. Or when the innocent citizens handle you, you definitely will not want to be handled by them. First of all, the Constitution of Liberia protects all of its citizens. And where another person's right stops is where another man's rights began. First of all, I would like to condemn as a feminist in the strongest possible term what happened to a young Liberian sister, a mother, a niece, an aunt, and somebody's daughter. From the earlier fluid of interview that I followed up on Facebook, the lady said she went for a pool party and you did not know what may have happened. You even go to the church, for example, you just put your bag down, your Bible with money in it, and you go for to pay your offering and come back, the bag is gone. So you definitely do not know the pre-situation that lady may have found herself in. I'm suggesting one of the problems that she could have encountered, and to come back and cannot find her bag. And when the angel of the Lord gathered in Job chapter 1, verse 1, then came the devil to present himself unto them. But this lady was in an alleged 10 situation. Got to realize you claim that this lady already half naked. Now, instead of you, a fellow woman, a fellow young man born by a woman, that you're supposed to cover this lady. You decided, I don't know, whatever excuse that they can give that should be unconstitutional. It cannot be any excuse given for their actions that they did against that lady. Why? Because their actions was demeaning, it was completely frustrating, and it was an abuse against the right of another person. You have citizens, passerby, less basic people, some of whom, let me put it in that way, going there to rely to instead of dressing the lady, they began to undress her. She was pulled and pulled over. And I think up to now, I don't think that lady have fully, as a psychosocial counselor, I don't think she have fully recovered from what she went through. I reiterated in the Liberian way, want to say sorry, Amma. We're very, very sorry for what you experienced in the commercial city of Red Light. And I hope that this will serve as a caveat to other young men. I'm told tomorrow I want to be, Monday rather, I want to be at Central. I'm told that 11 persons have been arrested and they are undergoing preliminary investigation. So we'll have to get at the charge recorded on Monday at the Liberia National Police headquarters to be able to verify the names of some of those people who were arrested, some that were seen in the video. I witnessed the video, and many thanks to the police spokesperson, Sam of River Collins, for the level of due diligence as they continue to play on the issue of the lady. And I must commend the Liberian women. One person who really spoke against this issue that I remember of vividly is Senate Pro Tem Madam Yumli Kanga Lawrence. She condemned the act. Other women groupings came in and condemned the act of what happened to that young Liberian sister. Uh, Her rights were violated in the commercial city of Bela, and it is wrong. We are civilized people as a nation. And I don't think that come what may or whatever generation you find yourself from, it does not give you the right to go and start beating on people in a civilized. We are in the 21st century, for God in heaven's sake, man, where people will go and start undressing. It is not the first time. You remember some years back, a lady was accused of motorbike in that same rail area. You saw how they beat that
Yeah,
lady,
yeah, yeah.
how they beat that lady, the lady from around the GSO community. That was completely disgraceful, a complete madness to womanhood, and it must be discouraged at all costs. No one has the right to treat another person inhumane the way they treated that lady. And we called on all feminist groupings across Liberia, women grouping, to also see an eye opener to this so that there should be a much more advocacy and nurturing of the mind to the community people and even into some marketplaces. The civil rights groups, our content creator as well, she learned now to create some content that will narrate the madness or the stuff of domestic violence. That is not just within the home. Domestic violence is not wearing kosu. It is not wearing jeans trousers with t-shirts and its own in their own marketplaces. And someone who is not even married to someone who does not know someone, but just because the person is in a particular venue, you think that you can just go out and beat somebody. I think that is wrong
Take
and must
such
be
actions.
condemned in a possible term. On the issue of rape, just less than the week when I came from Cape Town and Burmese County, so I came through the way of Douala, and we got by the way of getting the bus to come to Gardensville Belt. A lady is traveling from a family program, and she have three children. So the other little girl is just too short skirt, and she asked the guy in the bus, "Can you help me to please hold my little child that I have to take my hand?"
Innocently. Innocently.
Between 2 o'clock to 3, the weather little dark, it tried to rain, and that guy took out his private part as the bus is full, and he tried to put his private into less than a 2 year old child
Wow.
broad day.
Wow. Look at that. Look
The
at that.
bus they were in, I was in the bus right behind them. But the little saw the little child uncomfortable, and the lady kept asking what happened. She bought water for the little girl to drink. The little girl don't want to drink the water. Mama wants to come to you. And within to that jiffy of time, the lady discovered, bring the little girl. He don't want the little girl. Give the little girl. So another fellow just took the little girl from him and gave the little man there standing up.
Hmm.
Broad day, broad day molestation
How can you refer to that?
of full-grown men between 45 to 50 is molesting a little child. So parents, you have to be very cognizant and careful where you who you give your children to or who you just leave your children with. Another scenario, still talking about women's rights and on the issue about gender-based violence and other things. Just on last month, which was on April 14th, there is a church within to the Jacobstown chicken farm community. They're having the service, and this lady went there, visited the church, not knowing her eyeball was on kidnapping of a 2 weeks old baby. I got the videos. Yeah, I got the videos and the pictures and all of that. And as an investigative journalist, and she begged the lady, even gave the little offering. Play with the little, your little son is beautiful. Oh, the little boy is so handsome. Oh, baby, baby. And they went for offering. 10 minutes for service to end. The baby mom felt like a turning nature. Sister, please hold my child. I'm going to the restroom. Before the lady could come back within 4 minutes from the bathroom, the woman took off her wig cap and she took off her dress and walked out of the church, got on a motorbike, and escaped with the baby. Wow. That story was reported on Kapow. It was reported on other community radio stations and other places around. The family people went to the church to abuse the pastor, alleging that the pastor is into some occultic thing, and that the family, the church kidnapped the child to use the child for witchcraft. And that's Liberia for you. That's Liberia for us. That's Liberia for us. So you can imagine the denigration, the character assassination attached to it, the abuses, the family, people to rock chunking over the zinc, and the rest of it. Only to go find out the man of God said, if I be a man of God within a month, we will find a child. The lady kidnapped the child and took the child far as Chocolate City, Gardensville. And she took the child in a fence and lied to her husband, who is a married man and a lawyer, and say, I gave birth at my entry place for a brother child, and the child is 1 week old. But go see 1 week old baby bigger than 3 weeks. Now, the mother of the child is passing all around the announcement, and the father of the child, the family people, Hampson labor. I wouldn't want to post the picture right now. And for 3 weeks, from April 14th, it was just recently, less than 4 5 days ago, the child was discovered within the Ghana's belt. Because the pastor will be on radio praying, and at the end of the day, someone came by way of radio ministry. Say, but this child looked like the one I saw at the church. So the number that she took, she called the church member. They explained, say, "Your come, the child is here." But when they got to the premise, the resident, the lawyer in question was very arrogant to the people. He was very rude, very abusive. And we are still following all the story. Monday, we intend to get back to the Liberia National Police to ascertain or verify how far the case gone. She has been apprehended and she is currently in police custody. The child got sick. The child mother cannot breast milk the child now because there was not in the breast for the long time, over 3 weeks to a month. She forcibly forced the child to start eating cereal and other milk food. The child started suffering from gas. They had to take the child to the LPRC community clinic, and he went there and registered the child name. When he got to know after the abuses and the threat to the Liberia National Police of the Liberia Women and Children section, and then he went down the next day to verify from the aunt. He found out that the child is not his. The lady admitted, Ophelia admitted to kidnapping the child from the church. You wouldn't want to listen to the video that I do have. If I share it with you, you will be like, wow. So you have to be mindful of your environment or who you leave your children with. It's not just anybody you can just say, I want you to look at my kid, I'm coming. That person could be leaving and leaving with a different intention. So raping or sodomizing is on the increase in our country. The issue about sanitation is one of the major areas. Man, not that dressing and going to school or going to church and looking zit up, beautiful or handsome means to say that you are a clean person. If you want me to know that you are a cook, please allow me to visit your kitchen after you cook. Because when you cook, I want to see your cooker. I want to see the kitchen. Then I definitely get to understand that you are a cook. Because there are people you will see in the community. They will wash the clothes, get the dirty water, the rice grain, and then they take it and waste it on the road that is being paid by government, the road that you your very self will pass in. And then you find out that they will take the dirty water, the fufu, the tongue, the bone, the all kind of okra soup and mixture, and just put it in the water and waste it in the street. And I stand up, I'm like, wow, what really are you kidding me? What do you think you are doing as a Liberian? And then we sit and say cleanliness is next to godliness. Do you expect the governor of Liberia to come from the various offices and come to clean your home? Definitely not. So it behooves us as Liberians to begin to carry out community awareness as a community youth representative, even within to the family. Nowadays, it is so difficult to see our parents or our guardians or caretaker giving our children those basic health tips. And I think it is something that we need to create about the environment. Our environment should be our habitat, our place we dwell, and our place we should lay and keep it clean. So, elaborating, my dear brother.
Just like
Elaborating.
I say,
Elaborating.
seriously,
Yeah, elaborating.
seriously, it's laboratory.
Yeah.
And you know, like you said, our environment shows who we are,
Yeah.
who we are.
Yeah.
It's not just about wearing all of the fine clothes,
Yeah.
dressing nicely.
Mm-hmm.
You go out there
Mm-hmm.
and then you say, "Yeah, I'm clean." No, but the place that you have left behind,
Yeah.
how is it looking?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then people will come up and say, uh, "The community dirty,
Yeah.
the country is dirty." But who's dirty in this community? Who's dirty in this country?
We ourselves.
We ourselves. And we are not taking any step to say, yes, indeed, let's put, if we cannot stop it, let's reduce it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then we see maybe the government is trying their best
Mm-hmm.
to clean the little streets and the drainages in their own weak way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to criticize them for the country being dirty. As if to say they are more responsible than us.
Let me be very, very, very bold on this platform on Real Talk. This is Real Talk.
This is real talk.
I must take this opportunity to commend the corporations. That is the Kingsley City Corporation and the Monrovia City Corporation. I'm yet to do added investigative analysis into the Broadway Corporation and other corporations around all the Bonneville area there. But
And
the
I think that's something we
Kingsville,
need to start
yeah,
doing.
yeah, the
We need to
Kingsville
start
City
doing something.
Corporation. When I came, I had a meeting somewhere around 17th Street in Cinco. I was there till up to 11 p.m. At night. You see, up to that hour, there are staff from the Monrovia City
MCC.
Corporation.
Yeah,
They are still
we grab
cleaning.
up, then we scream
Yeah,
at
yeah, they are
oh
still
man.
cleaning up. Yeah, they are still cleaning up.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I think this is a flaw. And I sat down and began to realize, I say, wow, I think though the criticism may come, some people may go to a particular or a specific area and say Monrovia is dirty or
Mm-hmm.
Liberia is dirty. But I think that the government of President Joseph Yuma Bouakar and his able lieutenant are making some strides.
Subscribe.
And it is better to give a man the
It
flower
was.
while they are alive. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I see the wrong, we will criticize.
But
But it is
that is
better to
that,
be honest in our candid opinion to say what is right when it is right. I commend the city corporation for doing their very best.
mhm.
Yeah,
And like you said, it's good that we give the man his flower when he's alive
yeah.
and when he can hear you and see it.
Hmm.
Now, like you talk about the MCC,
Hmm.
during their nighttime, we one or two times we did some screaming with them up to 11, 12 midnight.
Yeah.
They were in the street.
Hmm.
But imagine there are some entertainment centers that they went to. Speaking, I mean, a person came to you that have all of the authority to shut you down
Hmm.
for violation.
Yeah.
The person walked to you and said, please lower your volume.
Yeah.
And I saw the guy came on all purpose.
Okay.
Why should I know my volume? Go to the other portal, another volume. Go to the other place. And he was like, I mean, if we should start making changes, don't you think it should start from you?
From you, yeah. Change your staff with
Since
me
you
as a
know
person.
people that they are playing loud music
Hmm.
and you are giving me their names, why can't you at least follow the restriction?
Hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Instead to make noise, and all of a sudden, you know, those people have some loyalties. I'll take advantage you keep around him and start Then the guys came and they seized the speakers
Wow.
and they put it into their truck that they were moving with. And then all of a sudden, that was when
He
he
realized that
realized that he should have
he was
come
in
in
violation. Yeah, he
a
was
little
in
bit
violation of.
easy. And then the mayor of Monrovia said, these are some of the things that you people do. That when we start to take actions against you people,
Yeah.
then you tell us that we are bad,
Yeah.
we are evil, we are heartless. But the way you address us alone is enough
Yeah.
for us to start taking action against you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this issue about violation, noise, dirt, we have been announcing it over a month plus
For
that there
time
will be
immemorial,
actions
yeah.
that will be taken.
For time immemorial.
And you refused to listen to those mandates that were given. Yet and still, we came to you to talk to you nicely. Please lower your volume. And then you came out to misbehave. And now, because we are taking the speaker, and now you want to come to Aled, you want to apologize. He said, no, this speaker, we will carry it.
Yeah.
And you will come to the office and you will go through the process before you will get the speaker. Because if you wanted us to take easy with you, definitely you were going to be a bit moderate as to how you address or as to how you speak to us. But since you decided not to be a person that will respect the rule and order, and because you feel that you have small disadvantage you around you, then you can come and be pompous. We will take the speaker and they put it in the truck and carry it. And I was there. I said, yeah, these are things that needs to happen.
Thank you so much, David. Let me bring her up to speed. Liberia is a country of law and not man. I remember the late President William Ira Tauber, before taking over, said,
some additional documents to bring to the public attention the issue about even the selling of meetings, the issue about selling with loudspeaker. Sometimes you in your home, you will just hear, oh, this is a new African show, the thing they're doing, Michael Johnson thing, and you mean the rest of it. All of these things are city pollution. So even the other day, though people may not understand what Madam Salif meant when she talked about noisy environment, that there's issue about zoning laws. These are things that need to be adhered to when it comes to the city municipalities in our country. But the departments are there. All that is needed to be done is that these departments need to be empowered with a task force where they need to create much more publicity, where they need to go from radio station, create some jingles, and give the Liberian people some time, deal with communities and quarters that are within community range of the city limits so that they can be able to, afford or make citizens to lay by these rules, guidelines, or regulations that are being put in place. So I don't think it's something that someone should get offended or because the city corporation is working. How can you be a citizen and you refusing to pay just 100 Liberian dollar a month? But you will keep the dirt and mix it up with all kind of feces and pimples and other stuff, and then it make a month or less than a week. When you find out that the things start to give bad odor, those negative aroma, and then you turn now to give it to I would call our less fortunate brother. They will not move from here to the next 2 minute walk. They throw it in the alley. They throw it along the road. They throw it in the dirty water. And these things will into our community. Our kids are there. They got to go to school. You find out it starts to affect us right within the community. It is something that I hope we should continue to desist from these habits as patriotic Liberians and for us to be able to, um, continue moving forward and keeping our environment clean and serving uh, country first for us to be able to do. So you are following out there. You can like and share. This is Real Talk Liberia. I know Real Talk is where we go beyond the surface and dig up issues affecting our community or issues emanating from the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia. So whether you're out there in whatever part of Liberia, you want to bring my heart back to maybe Liberia right now, David. So whether you're there in Masabola home or you're in Kola home or you're in Banjaman, you're in Sigisu, you're in Belefanai, or you're in Batala, or you're somewhere there in Tapeta, you're there in Danta City, or you're somewhere in Saniquale, the capital of Memba County, or you're up the way there in the Takmabur, Bomi County, or Gonzipo. Yeah, I remember some towns there in the Golakone area around there. You're listening to Real Talk Liberia, and I'm having a wonderful time where we talk the talk and bring out issues that affect our community, our country, and our nation. So where we can be able to set the ideas and guidelines and find a solution and have a mutual understanding of how we ought to live as a civilized community, as a civilized people, so that we can make Liberia first, Liberia middle, and Liberia last. That's my political party.
And yes, indeed, making Liberia first, Liberia center, and Liberia last is our greatest aim. Because what we have seen is that uh, there was, okay, let's just say the press conference yesterday. CDC had a press conference,
Mhm,
and there are a series of press conferences that have happened.
mhm,
And according to the team there at the press conference,
mhm,
they do not trust the justice system.
mhm,
They told Liberians that things are going to get high, and Liberians are listening, and things are high.
mhm,
The poor men able to buy food to feed their children. The young men are able to send their children to school. And then they finally announced that they are going to celebrate their anniversary
mhm.
in Grand County.
Yeah, yeah,
Imagine that.
yeah. I'll follow up on that.
And then when I started to see posts from government officials
Mhm,
that at least this time around, CDC will be celebrating their anniversary in Grand
mhm.
after 78 plus years
Yeah.
being in position and being out of position. They never thought about that side. But at least thank God that the role is now pliable.
Okay.
So now they are thinking about going there to celebrate an anniversary. But yet then still they keep on and they have a whole lot of negative things to say. Now, this
was the same group of people recently celebrating the justice system for declaring Samuel Tuwe not guilty. Now, this is the same group of people coming up again because the same justice system is saying that there is another case that the same Tuwe needs to come and answer some questions. Now they came and say the justice system, they are being brought to make sure that they prosecute Mr. Tuwe. And I was like, what will we believe? What will we learn? What will we listen to from you people? Now, you have come up. This is not your first time. This is not your second time. And it will not be your last.
Yeah.
Every time you come to us, you explain our problems. You tell us we are suffering. Yeah, they agree with you, we are suffering. You tell us we do not have money to send our children to school. Yes, we agree with you, we do not have money. You tell us that we do not have money to feed our children. Yes, we agree with you. But then you stop there and go. What are you saying to us? So you only came to explain our problems to us? You say we made mistake. Yes, we agree with you. We made a mistake. And you are highlighting all of these problems. But what are you doing? What impact? What strive are you making to say, at least I'm trying my little best. I'm creating job for 50,000 person, for 10,000 person. Though the country is hard, but this is what I can do for now. Get me the check for now. I will do better. People see that they start to think. They start to say, if this person is doing this, it means that definitely if we give them the chance, they can do better. When you come every day and explain our problem to us, tell us we are suffering with no solution, then do you think you are different? That's why I say all of our politicians, I see those are in the ruling, those are in the opposition, those are in a no position. They are all the same. They are all the same. You come and say, "Give me this, I will do this." So, should I give you a first before you can start to do? Before you can start to do? So, what are you trying to say? That as long as I do not get you, you will not do what you say you can do. And that is just wrong. And that is just wrong. And this is it. We as Liberians have to put our country first. What of politics? What of our religious background? Our ethnic background? Liberia will always be Liberia for us. If we destroy Liberia today, we, the Liberians, will be the loser. No one else.
Thank you.
No one else.
Thank you, David. I always tell people I'm proud being a Liberian. It's a God-given birth heritage that I was born with, and when I'm growing, I'm going to live with. And so I want to always patronize Liberia first, Liberia middle, and Liberia last. Gone are those days where the Liberian men, maybe just a minute portion, will still be belly driven. But take a look around you and see what is happening, though things may be somehow. But you see people carrying on, not just uh, eat, but they are trying to
Invest.
invest and create an atmosphere wherein the children can feel happy and living. So if you listen to the press conference that was held, in my opinion, as a realist, those are just rhetoric. I can say that without an apology, and it's something that I can defend and I can stand by my statement because why must be an issue as an opposition before I come forth? And when you are providing an issue, you must be able to show a solution. Do you know what? Sometime back, scientists, that was between the year 1997 to 1999, entrepreneurs, investors who are investing into bitcoins and everyone, they met in New York. Scientists to discuss who was one or who is one of the greatest philosophers that have ever lived in time. So there were people from diverse career discussing. A 27-year-old young scientist stood up in the house after series of research. A scientist who got converted. So from a young, excuse me, from a young age, he been an atheist. But to get converted and then now going to Bible school and trying to understand, he came up with the ideology that it was Albert Einstein. And he was asked to back his debate. He said, Albert Einstein wrote, and I quote, that you cannot be at stage one to solve the problem you created at stage one. You must be able to gravitate and excel to stage two and look down to solve stage one problem. And the whole hall went, wow. What do I try to illustrate from these brief discussions? The Liberian people do not care about the two-way party. The Liberian people do not care for the Pambota Rest Party. Liberian people do not care whether you are from the MPP or you are from the ANC or you are from the LPP or the newest political party. The Liberian people care for solutions. That's what they are yearning for. The Liberian people want to see we are too old of a nation to be at this level for where we are, considering as the second, apart from Ethiopia, Liberia 178. Some progress have been made. As an investigative journalist, if you are opportune to lay hands on some of the auditing report coming from the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission or coming from the General Auditing Commission, my dear brother, you will shed tears and cry for Liberia. The late Omen Flomo, right, used to say from the Bletana group, he said Liberia bleeding, Liberia bleeding. So we really, really need to uh, put aside our personal differences. Leave your political. I tell most of my friends, stay off my back with your political party thing. I am more focused in what can happen for Liberia now. That the older folks should be able to create the avenue and job opportunity that the young people should get employed. I'm already in my future. I'm living my future already. So I cannot be of this age and start telling somebody that I want to live in the future. We should be talking about the younger folks, our kids and our grandchildren. We live in our future. And what opportunity? Like right now, one thing that I've been following up, but I could not be in Bangabong County, you know that the National Youth uh, cadet training program is being launched in Bangabong County today with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the Ministry of Finance Development Training. I will follow up, excuse me, I will follow up a live feed from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. See the numbers of young people that they will be reimbursed, that they receive their text messages, they just went online. So it tried to tell you that probably the president, young professional, or the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Bravo to you, Minister Kura. I think Real Talk Liberia, we need to have a talk with you so that Minister Kura, we need your attention. Even the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Minister Gafan. Minister Gafan, thank you so much. We hope to bring the studio to you one day so we can be able to talk on the young people and some of the things that the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning have been doing with other partners and what they are doing. We need action, not words. These, not empty drum. We need empowerment for our people so that they should be empowered. So that our young people, look at the number of young people you see riding motorbike today. Do you think these guys are happy to ride motorbike. There are some motorcyclists that I do know in this town that BSc degree holder. I know a guy who is a motorcyclist now. He got two BSc and is working on his master just for riding motorbike and doing other stuff. If they have the requisite qualification, give them the opportunity to serve. But if they are not riding this bike because they see it as an habit. If the rifle companies come and the rifle facilities are being given for housing, for stopping or the DSA, I think there are some young guys that I know that graduated from the Booker Washington Institute. They have not even been afford get the opportunity to work. So with this viral line ministry going out there, setting the young Liberians, giving them the opportunity to empower them, to strengthen them, so that they can be breadwinner and stop being liability, so that they can get away from this liability syndrome. I think that would be a plus. Just the other day, some a year and a half or 2 years, less than 2 years ago, I was so pleased to have had an exclusive interview with Dr. Alexander Nutter, the Minister of Agriculture at the Booker Washington Institute there on the BWR in Calcutta. Bravo to Dr. Nancy Freeman, the principal of the Booker Washington Institute slash the PSPP, which is the post secondary standard program that is being run there. Visit the Booker Washington Institute and see the high level of technical creativity, the high level of nurturing, the high level of training that right at the Booker Washington Institute that is being given. BWI has invested in what we call a TOT, trainer of trainers, where they gather they gather those teachers and send them to China and send them to Germany for training. And when the man comes back, he have to, make a commitment to train. Go to the machinery department, the general building trade department, Mr. Sivalu, and you will find out. Go to the agriculture department. Go and see the kind of work that Dr. Nancy Fremont, the principal of the Booker Washington Institute, see the vice principal for instruction, Mr. Jacob B. Sweet, and a lot of great technical things. The coordinator for the BWRPSPP, which is Alice Bono Bisa Bala, now Bala, and go and see. Our young people are being trained, and I believe that if they have the right opportunity with the empowerment, they can be able to do more. And before I turn over to my colleague, I want to make an SOS call to these NGOs. I'm not talking about the proliferation of NGOs. There are NGOs that are based into specific sector, but I think it is now time that some of the NGOs or some of the companies like the Golden Pavilion and other companies around to please work with the place job placement at the Booker Washington. You don't need to now send for somebody also like you to repair your elevator. You don't need to send for somebody also like you to repair your machine. The scanner machine they have the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. Liberia has the technical. All I think that they need is the rightful recommendation and empowerment, and I think they can do more. Thank you, guys.
Yes, indeed. All they need is the rightful recommendation, and
Mhm.
they can do more.
Yeah.
And this is why I sometimes it hurts me when I see that Liberians are qualified. They have all of the knowledge and skills to do this work, and yet and still we see institutions are sending for people from other countries
Outside of Liberia.
to come to do those work. And I
Mhm.
feel so bad. Then I'm like, so what then will become of the people in Liberia here that are going to do all of the studies, that are going to all of the trainings?
Mhm.
Why can't you put their skills into use?
Yeah.
And you talk about the issue about the NGOs, the companies. Before they used to have this cadet program in various companies.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
certain time in a year they will do these recruitments,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
college, high school graduate students,
Yeah.
include them in their workforce.
Yeah.
And the big and the chance to learn. So, but
Okay.
these things are not happening.
No.
These things are not happening. And we like to say, thank God we have a U4 Youth Export Minister now
Yeah.
that has a vast experience. Look at what she's doing recently.
Yeah.
Look at the kind of opportunities that that ministry had.
Mm-hmm.
Other people were just sitting over it.
Yeah.
Now, Youth Expo,
It's open up.
launching the NFP, the MPP program,
Mm-hmm.
Youth Expo, now doing cadet program,
Yeah.
Youth Expo, now doing scholarship program,
In
and
fact,
all of those things.
all of the motorcyclists, one of their supervisor, made a trip. He's currently in the U.S.
You see?
undergoing training. He's in the U.S. undergoing training. That is what we call inclusion.
Yeah. And that ministry was actually sleeping
Yeah.
with all of those technicalities, all of those opportunities. People just had it under their clothes and
Hmm.
just making use
Who
of
know
it the way
you?
they can. Who
Yeah.
know you?
Who know you thing? Yeah.
But see what's happening now.
Mhm.
The program that is being launched is born.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
the amount of people that are being taken in now and will have that time. In their various fees, they go and do some work.
Yeah.
And I think the ministry need to work more, especially when it comes to the national cadet program.
Yes. The ministry.
This program needs to be
Hmm.
reinitiated.
Hmm.
People from universities, high schools, technical college,
Hmm.
they will be given the opportunity to come at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. They come into this program.
Yeah.
The
Training.
mercy course program, all of those programs are here.
Hmm.
I know because I benefited from most of these
Yeah.
programs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But now all of them, since I don't know when, they died down.
They just going in limbo, right?
They just went down. Yeah. And to
Uh,
see the ministry now trying to bring this program back, and I must applaud her. She's doing well.
yeah.
She's doing well, and we look forward to her doing more.
Just thank you so
Yeah.
much. Just the other day, I felt so at least when I listened to a release that was in February, early March, where the Labour Minister, Councillor Cooper Kura, went to work and brought over 100 young people at the ministry. Some of them were even
Yeah.
disabled.
Yes.
I mean, that
That was
really
another program
melts
again
my
I came
heart.
on.
Yeah, that really melts
And
my
I
heart.
was so happy. I
Yeah,
said, yes.
yeah,
When this thing starts to happen,
hmm,
people see them and say, yes,
yeah,
we have opportunities that we can make use of.
hmm,
And it was not only the labor, also the Ministry of Information.
yeah. Good.
They had a
Yeah,
similar program.
yeah. The
And
Minister
I
of
mean,
Information
if
had a
these
similar program.
ministries can start to do this, just imagine the amount of people that will be included
Thousands,
into the workforces.
thousands. Yeah, will be
And
able,
these are good
will be able to
initiatives.
work. Like what we, I think the data contractors that are working for the P&G City Corporation, they have people that are permanent staff
Mhm.
and they have contractor staff.
Contractors.
So now that the permanent staff from particular department cannot do all of the work,
Well, whatever.
they hired because they've been paid
Additional
per
people.
day. So
Mhm.
you see what happened right there? That is inclusion.
Yeah.
Others have the opportunity to work and make something as per week. And I was so thrilled to have seen those young people in the Cinco belt around the Monrovia City Hall. Can you imagine? I decided to get down to take a walk to really see whether they were just community things they were doing. But I walked to more than 7 different junctions and avenues, and I saw them doing that thing. I'm like,
You could see
this
them
is
on the
laudable.
streets.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is laudable,
yeah.
and it's
And
a
these
plus.
are things that we want to see. I mean, those bad things are not okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, what you see happening that is right,
yeah,
say it.
yeah,
Improvements are being made.
yeah.
And these are improvements that were never made before.
Before, yeah,
So why
yeah.
then are you seeing it and then you want to close your eyes on it and other people say nothing is happening? Things are
Mm-hmm.
happening. Though more need to be done, but at
Yeah,
least
yeah,
things are happening.
yeah. We should
And we have to
appreciate
say it.
the little one.
We
And
have
and,
to say
and,
it.
and I should say that with all of these strides that the government is trying to make and with all of that, I want to conscientize the minds of our young people. Like I said again, Minister of Justice, Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor Oswald Twer, I want to please call on this. We're going to share the podcast with him in the Minister of Youth and Sport. You see, right in that red light there, the center, where they used to have the police station right there beside the Depot 9 Zone 1 depot they have there. Right there, I think that there is a need for them to have a joint security there. Joint security comprised of the armed forces of Liberia, the Liberia National Police, and the immigration, and few members of the correction. That will be right there because red light is turning to be another hostile zone that,
Very hostile.
if not carefully handled, will one day spark up to different things. And I think they should look at it seriously. Yeah, that's my call to them.
Yeah, sure. And that is just right. There is a need that we have the representation of the joint security in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, though the Peace Building Corporation guys are there, but at certain point, certain tension, they may not be able
Yeah.
to handle it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need the representation, the presence of the joint
Joint
security
security. Yeah.
in the red light area.
Yeah.
Because most of these violent things that we see happening, most of the time they happen right in
Red
the
light.
red
Yeah.
area.
Red light.
Right in the red light
Right
area.
in red light, and it's
So
just
I mean,
becoming.
if their representation are there and people know of their presence, I mean, these things will start to reduce.
Yeah.
And so, folks, if you just joined us, I would like to say a blessed welcome to you and thanks for being with us. This is the program Real Talk Liberia. This is where we talk Liberia the real way. Yeah. We not sugarcoating or no nothing like that. We talk it as we see it. We talk it as we see it. And so if you are just joining us, we say a pleasant welcome to you. Uh, Keep following us, sharing, inviting others to come on. And you can have your say in the comment section. And for the comment section, we have Vafi Kone that is here following us. We have Peter Saki that is also following. We have Ambassador Carl Benedict Brown that is also following this discussion. Also, other pages, including the Reliable TV, is also following. Would like to say hats off to you guys and many thanks for following. So, we are heading at a closure after the year for an hour plus. Uh, finally, finally, and this is going up to the government. I see that every member of this government is now becoming a journalist. They want to respond to every single thing, not even giving the official arm of the government to be the first to respond. At times, they come up and some of the responses they gave it contradicts what the official arm will come and say.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would like to say to you people, we know you have love, but at times there are certain things you give the official arm the first preference.
Yeah.
Let them come and respond first. Then you can come in with the backup. But to start coming in early and start to give responses that will contradict what the official arm will start to say, then it starts to bring confusion. So we're begging your government people that you're the imposition. The imposition will beg you. Please let the official arm come in with the first response. Then you people can follow. We don't want to see these contradictions that we see every day. We don't want to see it. Please, everybody that knows now buy a plane. Once you can hold a smartphone, you can talk into all this. Just
Mhm.
forget it. Yeah. But we're begging you. Please allow the official to come and speak first
Mhm.
before you can come in.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all government law ministries. They are doing their best. They are trying. And we want you people to keep doing what you can do best.
Mhm.
This is just the beginning. We have not even touched the real surface.
Mhm.
This is just the tip. So we want you to do more. Don't say the time coming in, right now, rare, so let relax. No. We put you people there to work, and we want to see you people working. Believe me, if you do not work, we will come here and we will call you out. We will call you out
Mhm.
because we want you to work. So just as we call any other person, we will also call you out. So I say many thanks to all of you for following us. Let's go to Mr. Kennedy for his party comment, and after that we call this a day.
Thank you so much, Deed. I want to say thanks to you. Thanks to all those who've been following us there. Basically, we firstly talk about the situation there in real life where some guys took advantage of the misfortunate situation, if I, if I will put it that way, a misfortunate situation of
Mhm.
a lady, and you claim that the lady was not dressed decently.
Decently
Now,
dressed.
instead of you being your brother's
So you take a
keeper
rapper.
and
Hey,
to cover
imagine
her,
that. When they put you on the bike, the people they
stay
really tie rapper
removing,
on. The guys were remove.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, stay removing
yeah.
the clothes on her for her. I think that was abuse of universal and human rights. It's something that should not be tolerated anywhere in a civilized world. And the second issue we talk about is the issue about rape into our country. And we talk about the kidnapping as well, where the lady kidnapped you. You don't want me to post that video yet. And there's a serious thing and all of that. And we also talk about the sanitation, cleaning of our communities and our environment. And that could be another area that could open opportunity for young people. So I want to say thanks for being there with us on Real Talk. We hope we have a time next time to be back to talk on certain cardinal national issues. Thank you so much. I'm Chris.
And yes, indeed, that's my own big bro, my colleague Chris W. Kennedy, the major Liberia man. And it's so good to be there again. And what? It's your machine, it's your
I know,
machine.
right? Uh,
All right, so folks, we talk on the issue of sanitation. We talk on the issue of mob violence, taking issue into your own hands. We talk on the issue of rape and gender-based violence, and we just hope that we, as Liberians,
mhm.
can take before we do some of these things. This that I'm doing to this person. What if someone is doing it to my sister?
Mhm.
What if someone is doing it to my mother?
Yeah.
How will I feel?
Mhm.
I mean, if we start to ask ourselves these questions, I mean that we will start to make informed decisions.
Yeah.
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 So let's do this. This is Liberia. Only us can build this country. So let's take our final break and be right back.
Liberia, are you ready
Come on
for the
and
real
sharing it.
conversation? From breaking
Come on,
headlines
man. I
to
send me to the
community
story.
voices, from politics to entertainment to youth empowerment and national development. This is Real Talk Liberia, where truth meets the people. Real stories, real issues, real solutions. Hosted with passion, professionalism, and purpose. Keeping Liberians informed, inspired, and connected every week. Your voice, your story, your nation. Follow us on Image TV. Real Talk Liberia, Talking Liberia, the right way. Talking Liberia the right way. And like I said, Liberia is all we have. This is our own country. And no one will make this country a better one. No one will make this country to be a respectable one. And the little respect we have, let us not spoil it. Let us not lose it. Let us do all we can to make Liberia a better one. On this note, I would like to say bye bye from my end. Do have yourself a wonderful time. I was here with my own big bro, uh, Chris W. Kennedy, and together we have had ourselves a wonderful time. Do have yourself a wonderful day. Catch us Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at 3 o'clock p.m. Liberian time for the program Real Talk Liberia. Until then, I say bye bye from my end and do have yourself a wonderful time. We will see when we see. But until then, Liberia is the only country that we have. And if we do not do what we can do to make this country a better one, nobody, when I say nobody, I mean nobody will make this country a better one. Do have yourself a wonderful time and bye bye from my end.